Vancouver is making a push toward the playoffs. Dallas, already eliminated and looking to play spoiler. We have Roughnecks versus Legion, going live shortly here on the SFL Network on YouTube. You are looking live at a shot of Mullinex Oil Field here in Dallas, Texas, as the Dallas Roughnecks welcome in the Vancouver Legion to the Metroplex in Texas. I'm Colin Northrup, and this is Rick Northrup.
Good afternoon.
We're here to bring every bit of the action to you, as the Legion sitting 4-6. Part of a glut of teams just out of the last wild card spot, looking to make a late season push here with 2 weeks to go in the regular season.
That's right. Andy Hamilton brings his Vancouver Legion into town. The Roughnecks have had a rough season. Looking to get off the schneid a little bit here, Colin.
Yes, indeed. We'll get more to that in a little bit as Tom Pepper calling the toss of the coin for the Legion. And it's won by the home team. And James Hands and company elect to get the ball first. So we'll see Mason Kirby, Mike Davis, and the rest of them take the field first here to open the game.
Absolutely. Now Dallas is sporting a 1-9 record. And they just haven't been able to put it together. But they're hoping to turn that around beginning right now.
And the kickoff is away. Troy Loshaw fields this at about his 10, coming up the middle of the field, and will be knocked down at his own 28-yard line. Quarterback number 7, Mason Kirby for the Dallas Roughnecks, took over midseason from Mac Wavy Jr., leads the offense on the field. Wide receivers are number 12, James Hands, number 14, Mike Osai. Running back is number 30, Mike Davis, and the third wide receiver is number 88, Shea Carroll. Dallas starts out in an empty backfield set with Kirby under center. He takes a quick drop, throws this one over the middle, complete to the tight end Zorn for about 10 yards to the Dallas 38.
Zips one in there to Zorn, and is it just me or the black and silver pretty sweet, Colin?
We got a bit of a color rush going on. Vancouver wearing their all whites on the road. Dallas, of course, wearing all black, as just mentioned. Second in inches from the 38. Mike Davis, the running back in the backfield, will take a stretch handoff going wide, but he'll be slammed back for a 2-yard loss to the 36 by Vic Bowers Jr., the non-contract linebacker.
In addition to ignoring my professional questions, I want to remind everybody that you're listening or watching the SFL, brought to you by APM Music, the official soundtrack of the SFL.
Third down and 2 from the 36. And here's the give to Davis again. This time he gets better blocking and will pick up the first down as he stretches across to the 41-yard line. The Legion defense. Marquise Reed, number 55, is the inside linebacker. Frank Champion's the outside linebacker, number 99. Mahmoud Ajalani is the free safety, number 23. Dante West, number 24, and Major Key, 21, are the corners. Joshua Banners, the strong safety. As the handoff goes again to Davis, and Davis will pick up 6 yards in a hurry as he gets to the 44. Second down and 6 forthcoming.
Thought that was going to work maybe a little better as the Legion had all the linebackers tight to the line and optioned the left side of the left linebacker up on the line to show blitz, and they ran away from it, but just a modest pickup.
Kirby back to throw, throws to the sideline. It's knocked away by West. Number 24, the pass intended for James Hands, number 12, third down and 6 from the 44 for Dallas.
Maybe the right idea. Just couldn't quite get it over the top of the defender. As Hands was got himself behind and had clear field ahead.
In the shotgun is Kirby with Davis on his left hip. Back to throw over the middle, and it's dropped by Alamo, number 10, the non-contract.
Remember the Alamo. He was just short, and even if he'd caught that ball, probably wasn't going to be a first down.
So Rock Vandenboom on to punt for Dallas. We'll get a look at Tom Pepper, Brett Gillian, and the rest of the Legion attack as Mahmoud Ajalani back to return this one. And Ajalani makes a nice first move and gets up to the 21-yard line.
Well, we'll see what Vancouver sports here in their first possession down here in Dallas.
Quarterback is number 16, Tom Pepper. The running back is number 49, Jonathan Sanchez. Wide receivers are number 11, Jeremy Vega, number 12, Brett Killian, and number 17, Trevor Farrell. Tight end is number 84, Austin Carr. We'll get to the rest of the Dallas defense in a minute as Pepper changes the play at the line of scrimmage. Here, 1st and 10. He'll take a deep drop back. Goes to the sideline, and it is caught for a 4-yard gain for Farrell, number 17, out of bounds at his own 26.
Just a quick out to kind of loosen up the offensive muscles there, Colin. Please don't run that play anymore.
2nd and 6 for Vancouver, and they're in the shotgun. Men flanking either side of Pepper. Pepper back to throw, has time in the pocket, now runs out of time and sacked. Back at the 21-yard line, and he lost all the yardage gained on first.
Whoa. That was a great pocket until it wasn't, and I'm not sure Pepper realized it was breaking down there at the last second. Turns to see the rush, but it was too late.
Third down and 10 for Vancouver. Pepper back to throw. Throws to the middle, and it's a dangerous pass knocked away by Ray West.
Actually threw it to Ray West.
And Jess Kingston will be on the field to kick it away for the Roughnecks.
Well, not the way the Legion wanted to open the game on offense, Colin. Dallas has got to be feeling good about that.
Troy Loshaw, the starting free safety, back to return this kick for Dallas. As the kick is partially blocked. And, it's alive! It's picked up by Dallas. Dallas returning to the 30, and they'll get it to the 31-yard line. What crazy plays. It was partially blocked by one of the gunners.
It started, I believe, with a bad snap. I don't know if we're going to get another look at it, but he had to Kingston had to go down on the turf to pick it up, and by the time he stood up, it was too late.
1st and 10 for the Roughnecks. And Kirby throws it out to Davis. Davis on the screen will pick up 3 yards. That'll be 2nd and 7 to the 28. They're already well inside field goal range for the veteran Manuel, as that might be the craziest play we've seen.
That's a good one here in the early going in Dallas.
Somebody might have to screen capture that one later on. 2nd and 7 from their own 28 is Dallas. Split backs for Kirby. Kirby gives to Davis. Davis will plow ahead to the 24 for a pickup to the 24-yard line, setting up a 3rd down and 3.
3rd and makeable. Now the Legion have a 43% conversion rate on third downs, which isn't too far off of the league average. So let's see what they can dial up here.
They give up over 180 first downs in total. As welcome in Doug Schumann as the pass is complete to Shea Carroll for the first down to the 12-yard line.
Oh, and we are in business. Say the Roughneck fans. There's some excitement here in the early going.
As Carroll was statistically shut out last week, gets a first catch. Gets his first catch in quite a while. Here's a look at him. Came over from Queen City in the offseason, did Mr. Carroll. Two backs in the backfield for Kirby. We'll give it off to Mike Davis again. Davis squeezing through a hole, breaks a tackle, and gets down to the 6-yard line. I thought he was going to score there for a minute.
A really early average there in the first quarter, but 3.4 yards. Like to get that up closer and over the 4-yard mark. He's got the talent to do it.
2nd and 5 from the 6. They can pick up a first down without scoring, as we have two wide receivers to the top of the formation for Dallas. Davis is the back. Here's to give to Davis up the middle, and he plows it into the 3. Didn't quite get the first down. 3rd down and 1.
3rd and 1.
There's a look at Vic Bowers Jr., who made that last tackle.
Prototypical goal line package.
As here's to get to Davis. He breaks the tackle and is in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas.
Holy
Mike Davis scores his 3rd touchdown in the last 2 weeks. As that's a beautiful play. He broke the tackle, the strong side linebacker. No, that was the defensive back, Major Key.
Wow.
And he just walked into the end zone.
Wow, wow, wow. And the Dallas fans have something to cheer about, and they are obliging. As we get set for the PAT.
By Manuel. Out of hold of Sebaz Synergy. And the kick is good.
Wow. So, at the 5:29 mark, here in the first quarter, the score is your Dallas Roughnecks 7, Vancouver Legion 0. You're watching the SFL.
Presented by APM Music live here on YouTube. As the kick is away to Mahmoud Ajalani, and Ajalani returns this to the 30.
That's a serviceable return. Gets Vancouver out to the 30. That might help them with their playbook here. They'd like to run more than 3 plays and a block punt.
A partially blocked kick.
Partially blocked. The gratuitous analyst comments are already coming out.
Jonathan Sanchez, he didn't get a carry that last drive. It was all 3 pepper passes. And it starts again with a pass, and that's knocked away by Ray West. One of those linebackers out there.
West was in on that one of the plays in their first series, too.
Let's get to the rest of that Dallas defense.
Do it.
The inside linebacker is number 52, Heath McDaniel Sr. Next to him is the other outside linebacker, number 55, Heath McDaniel II, his son. We have Troy Loshaw at free safety, number 36. Iverson Gamble, number 38, is cornerback. And the guy opposite him is Crash Combs, number 44. As Sanchez gets the first carry of the game for him and only picks up 2.
Did you see who was on the tackle there? I didn't catch the number, but it was one of those like grabbing the horse running out of the barn. It's like, whoa, buddy.
3rd down and 8 for Vancouver in the shotgun now. 2 receivers to either side for Pepper. And he throws the out short of the sticks. We see this all the time.
I know.
We see this all the time.
Hello, McFly. McFly, why you run the out and throw it right at the sideline when they're not even on the other side of the sticks?
And Kingston again on the punt. So this game has had some crazy occurrences here in the early going.
Pressure's on the long snapper here.
He gets it away. Pressure came up the middle, but it was blocked better this time as Loshaw gets knocked all the way back to inside his own 20 and makes it up to the 27. Now, a word from the SFL.
Want to do what I do? Contact me in a DM on Discord to find out how you can get involved with streaming live games, calling games, or breaking them down on the air with our broadcast team. Or help make our production even better by joining our new live stats team, helping our broadcasters shine brighter. We are hashtag Loading Legends in the SFL.
Back on the field, Dallas gave off the ball to Mike Davis, and he was tackled by Marquise Reed, number 55, after a 3-yard pickup, 2nd and 7.
And Dallas is working the interior of the line here a little bit, and they're getting some penetration, at least through the first level of blocking.
Shotgun formation for Dallas. Kirby to throw. Kirby will have to dump this down to Davis, and Davis will get racked up behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 1.
Not sure what happened there. I think the other receiver on that side is supposed to not only run off one of the corners, but also provide a block, but well read by the Legion there as they swarm him down with 3 tacklers. Anyway, we keep an eye on this testing of the interior line as the game goes on.
3rd down and 8, 5 wide receivers for Dallas. The Legion rush 3. Kirby has a good pocket, lets this go deep down the field, and it is caught to the 38-yard line. James Hands with a remarkable catch.
We saw a misfire on that part of the field earlier where he threw it short. There he gets it over the defender. Right there, drops it in.
And somehow manages to survive the ground.
Yeah, the full-on leap. And secures the catch.
3 wide receivers in the pattern for Dallas. Split backs behind Kirby here on 1st and 10. And Mason drops back. The throw goes over the middle. Knocked away by Marquise Reed. Gets another deflection. That might be the play of the game, more so than the bizarre block punt sequence.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
2nd and 10 from the 38.
Happened on 1st down, though, so the Roughnecks can recover.
And Kirby will throw a corner again. It's caught behind the back. One hand is Shea Carroll. Oh, man, Mason Kirby's up to 77 yards, and Shea Carroll's feeling it today, man.
Wow.
That's already his 2nd catch. Watch this one more time. Just right over the outstretched arms of Jenkins. Right there. Snags it back with one hand.
He says, James Hand, nice catch. Hold my beer.
The Roughnecks now empty the backfield. Vancouver counters with a dime. 3 down linemen. Kirby goes over the middle, and it's incomplete, but we got a flag down. It looks like one of the defenders got a little all over Mike Osai there.
I think we might have a lawbreaker on our hands.
Let's get the call. And we do. It's an early penalty. It's pass interference on Frank Champion, the linebacker.
Frank's feeling more like a chump as he cost Vancouver a little yardage.
Dallas will line up in an empty backfield. 1st and goal from the 10. looking to extend their lead out further as Kirby goes to Zorn, but he dropped it. He was wide open.
Oh, Zorn. Zorn was focusing on running and not so much on catching, dang it. He caught that an early pass in traffic, but couldn't make the wide open catch. Here in the red zone.
Mike Davis is back in the game. He's behind Kirby, offset to the right-hand side. Now Mason changes to play. Throws over the middle. It's caught. I think it's the same guy who dropped it just a play before. He gets down to the 1. It'll be 3rd and goal. So the non-contract redeems himself. And the pass goes back to Kirby, and they go from the shotgun, and it's knocked away by Mack.
How many times do we see that, Colin? Teams will get right down on the goal line with a solid drive, and then all of a sudden they're throwing a pick, and it almost happens here again.
He swats it away with one hand, does Mack, the extra free safety. I think they were looking for Osai. Yep.
He makes a good break, and that ball is just delivered about a half beat too late, allowing the defender to jump in there.
Got to kind of question why Dallas didn't try to punch it in with Mike Davis. He already has one rushing touchdown from about this distance. Mm-hmm. Anyway, it'll be about a 17-yard field goal for Manuel. And the snap, the kick from 17 yards is good. So with 1:30 to go in the first quarter, could we have a potential upset here as the Roughnecks are in front of the Vancouver Legion by a score of 10-0.
Yeah, I don't want to harsh the Dallas fans mellow, but against a team like Vancouver, they need to be scoring touchdowns, not kicking field goals. Let's see how the rest of this first half plays out with that, Colin.
The kickoff is away. Fielded by Al Jalani, returning across to the 20, gets to the 27.
Well, we have not seen very much from the Legion O, Colin. Totally unexpected here.
Here's a look at Heath McDaniel II. As the I formation for Pepper. Pepper again will throw. Under pressure, barely got that one away.
Oh, it's knocked or blocked, tipped or knocked down. And again, looked like the pocket was going to hold, and hats off to the Roughneck D line as they are able to keep working.
Well, Dallas has only forced 4 turnovers all year. They certainly had chances to add a couple more to that drive with some near grabs.
Yep.
As Jonathan Sanchez gets the call, and Sanchez gets the first down or close to it as they mark him down at the 37, just short of first down.
That seemed like a first down, but we'll go with it. And to the point about scoring touchdowns instead of kicking field goals, last week Vancouver outscored Houston 17-10 in the second half.
As it's 3rd and inches. And Pepper to throw. He's going deep. Oh, it's caught by Trevor Farrell out of bounds at the Dallas 49 in front of the Roughneck bench.
How was that caught? My goodness.
He lofted it over a bunch of people right in front of the Dallas bench, and somehow was able to keep 2 feet down in bounds.
You know, Pepper looked off the safety and the corner on the left side of the field and turns back, and they were still there. He puts it in there anyway. That's an impressive throw.
2 wide receivers to the top of the picture for Vancouver. Sanchez is the back. Pepper again to throw. And Tom this time. Oh, it's intercepted by Heath McDaniel. the second. He got it off of the deflection, and that's a turnover for the Roughnecks that they needed.
Oh, yeah. And the Legion fans are getting out their Colin voodoo doll as you jinxed him by talking about how the Roughnecks don't have really any turnovers all season. And like magic, there we go. So at the 45, the Roughnecks are in business. 46, excuse me.
And Dallas will take over. Mason Kirby to throw. Will dump this off again to Davis. Davis this time breaks the tackle and goes forward for 1 yard. That was Brick Wall, the non-contract fullback, who got butterfingers, and that's about the worst time you can do it.
That was the second time they ran that play. They're trying to get Davis free in the flat with some room to run. That looked better than the first time. But they're gonna have to execute better if they're and maybe check in or out of that play a little more smartly.
That's the end of the first quarter. Dallas is in front 10-0, and they have the ball following a turnover. Second and 9 for Dallas. Curry will give to Davis, and Mike Davis plows ahead for another yard gain. So far, he has 27 yards on 9 carries. Here's a look at Frank Champion. Ian Marquise Reed last week against Houston played really outstanding ball game. Kirby back to throw. Throws down the middle of the field, and it's intercepted. It's intercepted by Mahmoud Ajalani and returned to the Legion 42.
That moves Dallas back from +1 to even. And that ball was thrown with some authority. I figured it was going to be a smart completion, but instead, defender steps in front.
Looking for James Hands. He tried to reel it in with one hand, but nothing doing for him.
Yeah. Even with a good arm, he can't throw it through the defender.
1st and 10 for the Legion. Pepper, quick drop, will throw this over the middle, and it's caught to the 46-yard line. That's Trevor Farrell, his second big catch of it.
Check that dude's forearms for stickum. Come on.
Pepper, he goes a little sidearm action and hauls it in.
Wow.
Does Farrell in front of Troy Loshaw.
That's an impressive throw. I don't care who you are.
Shotgun formation for Pepper this time. He's got Sanchez on his right hip. As we cross the 10-minute mark here to go in the first half. Don Pepper back to throw. Throws to the sideline, and it is out of bounds this time, they say.
Nice, just out of the field of play. Again, they're not going to show the replay, Colin, but Pepper looked the whole time to the right side of the field in the last second. Turns left and hits him. Unfortunately, just foot out of bounds.
Why do I have to keep threatening the boys in the truck with a wooden spoon every time they won't show a replay? As Pepper, quick drop, will swing this out to Sanchez all the way out there, and he got knocked back into next week.
There you go. Look at the size differential. Sanchez says, hey, good hit.
By number 25, Cody Hill, the strong safety. 3rd down and 10. From the 46-yard line of Dallas is Vancouver. They're down by 2 scores. Have an opportunity here. As Pepper will go to the sideline. Farrell turns upfield and gets the first down.
There's your first down. Yeah, I think the boys in the truck were up late last night. I heard they were driving around looking for Mickey Gilly's place. Unfortunately, they didn't realize it's been closed for a few years. So no drinking, no sleep. And now we got no replays.
Or no replays when we want them. cheerio to Liam Crowder, who's rooting like mad for Dallas to win this game as the throw goes over the middle. Incomplete to Trevor Farrell as it's knocked away from the receiver. We get another look at it. Pepper trying to squeeze this ball into Farrell, who's kind of had a hot hand.
Oh.
Knocked away by Loshaw.
That was it.
Got him in the back.
Excellently timed hit.
Second and 10 from the 35. All three receivers to the bottom of your screen. Tristan Carr, the tight end, up near the top. Pepper back to throw. Throws deep, and it is caught by Farrell again to the 16.
That's a nice throw. Waits for him to run himself open. Right there on the break. And there it is. Vancouver's got a lot of weapons, and when Pepper and the receivers are on, it's a load to handle.
Bunched at the top of the screen, Sanchez is the tailback. Pepper again to throw. Throws on the outcut to Jeremy Vega, his first catch of the day, and he picks up 9 yards. John Pepper up to 75 yards, each quarterback with an interception. Mason Kirby sitting at 87. Second and 1 from the Dallas 7. Brick Wall, the fullback, is in front of Sanchez. Here's to get to Sanchez up the middle, and he gets to the 2 where it'll be first and goal.
Let's see who's on the tackle there, but it's excellent judo-style tackle as he lets him run over him and then pulls him down, saving the touchdown, but Dallas has their hands full here as Vancouver gets in the red zone.
2 receivers to the bottom, Killian. Farrell is in the slot. Pepper sees something, changes the play. Haven't heard from Tristan Carr yet today. And here's to get to Sanchez. Breaks the tackle and goes in for the touchdown. Jonathan Sanchez scores.
Pepper calls the old, I'm going to give it to Sanchez, and you figure out how to score. And he does just that.
It broke Cody Hill's tackle to get a revenge for that little hit earlier.
Right.
And the Legion, pending the extra point, are going to be within 3 of the Roughnecks. And Kickham's boot is through, so with 7:28 to go in the first half, the Legion score and now trail the game 10-7. Now a word from the SFL.
Follow the SFL on Twitter at SimulationFL, on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels. You're already here, right? Might as well stay tuned. Get league updates on your phone while browsing the internet, and make sure you never miss a live broadcast. Thank you for supporting the SFL.
Loshaw returns this one up to his own 28. And that lovely voice you just heard was the Legion's owner, Andy Hamilton, encouraging you to, if you haven't done so already, to subscribe to this YouTube channel and leave a like if you are enjoying what you're hearing this afternoon.
Absolutely. Now Dallas needs to answer.
As Kirby goes over the middle, has a man wide open. That's Osai, his first catch, and he picks up 6 yards.
Dallas showing a fair number of over-the-middle short pass plays here in the opening half of the game.
Mason Kirby at 93 yards, quarterback rating at just over 50. Not a bad day for him, really, if you think about it.
Nice to see what it would have been without that pick.
Quick drop to the sideline. James Hands
Crying out loud.
He couldn't turn the corner, had to reach back behind him, and by the time he caught the ball, he couldn't turn upfield. We have a 3rd down and 2 from the own 37 of the Roughnecks coming up for Dallas. Mike Davis is in the backfield, along with Max Pounds, the fullback. And here's to get to Davis. Davis trying to break through a tackle, but they say he didn't get it.
I can't believe that. Ugh. That was the right call.
Dante West with a spectacular play there, and Dallas will at the punt.
Well, Vancouver likes the script here as they're going to get the ball back.
And punt is away from Vandenboom, fielded by Al-Jalani, who returns it to the 26.
So Vancouver gets it back with still plenty of time here in the second quarter. And I'll remind everybody, Legion's going to get the ball to start the third quarter.
Pepper in the shotgun with Sanchez on his left hip. 3 wide receivers, Vega in the slot. Pepper takes a snap, has to run around a little bit, dumps this off to Sanchez, who runs out of bounds for no gain.
Now, I know the out routes are good for short yardage, moving the sticks kind of things, but man, the league is in, the owners and coaches around the league are in love with running those plays anytime, anywhere, any situation on the field, and obviously it bothers your analyst to no end.
2nd and 10 on the 26. Bunch to the bottom this time. Everybody kind of in tight ears to get to Sanchez. Has to break a tackle on the backfield, but can't break the second one, as that's a getting it from Crash Combs coming up to play run support from his corner spot.
Well, the Roughnecks D says, hey, Legion, we saw your defense. We're going to do the same thing. Get the ball back for our mates. Right, Liam?
4 wide receivers. Pepper back to throw. Has pressure in his face, and down he goes.
Told you.
Billy Joe Bacon brought him down.
As he's getting held all the way to the QB. Makes the play anyway.
He beat Ron Swanson, the center. Better known as a guy who worked in an office on Parks and Rec.
That's right. Swanson. One of the very few times you'll ever see a Swede make a mistake, by the way.
And punt is away from Kingston, nearly blocked again. As Loshaw returns it up to his own 46-yard line.
Well, now the Dallas Roughnecks are licking their chops with 4:47 to go. You're watching the SFL on YouTube, brought to you by Show Business Inc., the ultimate in live event and film production, prop rental, set design, and construction.
Empty backfield for Dallas. Kirby changing the play. Takes a deep drop this time and throws it out to the sideline for Davis. He'll pick up 4 yards. Kirby 1 yard away from reaching 100 this first half. Pepper still stuck at 75.
You know, that looked for all the world like it was going to be a screen pass. And they might have been able to pull that off. Instead, it's the out to the sideline. He noted with disappointment.
Davis is the back. And Mike Davis up the middle of the field will squeeze ahead for 2 yards and make it a 3rd down and 4 from their own 48.
Interesting options for offense here, Colin. Davis should be able to pick up something like that, but he hasn't really yet. except on 1 or 2 occasions.
Indeed, as Kirby drops the throw, has to run around and will throw this out of bounds. He had nowhere to go and didn't want to take the sack.
Well, you're not in field goal range, and why not just throw it downfield, even if it's picked, is functionally a punt.
Vandenboom standing back at his own, about his own 35 or just past it, waiting for this punt. It's been an adventure for these punters today as he gets it away cleanly. Fielded by Aljalani at about 10, makes a man miss with a juke, but is wrapped up at his own 15.
So the Roughnecks bury him at the 15 with 3:47 to go now in the second quarter. And we've started to get ourselves into a little bit of a taffy pull here in the second quarter, back and forth after some scoring. Double scoring by Dallas, answered by the Legion. Now nothing.
And over the middle is Brett Killian, makes a catch, but there's a flag down. It looks like he caught it in spite of being mugged.
Interfered with.
Let's check it out here. Yep, they got a pass interference call.
I actually thought that was going to be picked off
By Steven Stryker, the non-contract backup linebacker to Heath McDaniel Sr. And Stephen Mullinex has to be stark raving bananas. You listen to Stephen, he's complained about the officials all year long. As the throw from Pepper down the field, looking for Tristan Carr, who dove for it but couldn't quite come up with the ball.
Well, they were going to put a little stress into the situation there with Dallas one way or another.
Third down in inches. Now the smart play this time to Sanchez. And look at Jonathan Sanchez, 50, 40. He's all the way down to the Dallas 33-yard line. Boy, I thought he was going to break that one wide open.
Who needs to throw 40 yards when you've got Sanchez?
He follows the fullback who gets a beautiful block, and he just about outran everybody. Cody Hill saved what probably could have been a touchdown.
Yeah, absolutely. Cody Hill to the rescue.
First and 10 from the 33 of Dallas. Pepper, deep drop all the way back to the 50. Has a good pocket.
Take a
Is
nap.
still waiting, and he goes down for a loss of 9. Oh,
I guess
the comedy just continues.
He did take a nap.
Dale Harvester eventually managed to push the tackle pretty much back into Pepper's lap and gets the sack.
He pushes Jacob Bennett back, and Bennett doesn't realize where he is, and he just disengages and reaches over and brings Pepper down.
Pepper on 2nd and 19 to the sidelines. This is complete to Killian, and they get the sack yardage back, setting up a 3rd and 10.
Killian's reliable. Last week he caught 6 passes for 82 yards and a TD. So no surprise in sort of a recovery or a scramble situation. They find him for yardage.
3rd and 10. As we've reached a 2-minute warning here in Dallas. Legion down by 3, but they had the ball. You're watching the SFL presented by APM Music live on YouTube. Back here in Dallas, we have a 3rd and 10 for Vancouver. from the Dallas 34s. Pepper will take the snap, throws on the run, and it's going to be intercepted. Looking for Trevor Farrell, but Crash Combs snagged it instead. And the Roughnecks turn away the Legion again.
Wow. It looked like Bennett maybe just couldn't spot the ball as he turned and looked, and it may have been he wasn't quite ready for it, but Combs was.
And Dallas will get out of an empty backfield. Kirby has a clean pocket, has all day to throw, lets this go to the tight end underneath for a pickup of 3 yards. And with that throw, Kirby is past 100 yards. He's up to 102. Pepper, that was his second pick.
That's a questionable throw there as they pick up just a few yards, but the clock keeps moving. And this is not what you would find in the dictionary under 2-minute offense.
2nd and 7. They're letting the clock line down. Medium drop. Throws it out to Mike Davis. Davis stiff arms him in, but he gets knocked back in the next week by Delonte West.
And most importantly, for the Legion, knocked back inbounds as the clock keeps rolling. And they're going to huddle. I'm dumbfounded, Colin.
What is going on with these coaches? I would be reading Mason Kirby the riot act next time he comes to the sideline. I'm Stephen Mullinex. Now he's just sitting there waiting. Now he's finally snaps the ball, and the throw is down the field, and it is caught
there you go.
by James Hands. And James Hands to the 20, to the 10. He's all the way down to the 9-yard line. Wow, with 41 seconds left, they call a timeout.
I guess, Colin, it's funny. They were doing the old rope-a-dope, and we fell for it.
As they ran the post, he got behind West and behind the free safety. And, oh boy, Mahmoud. No, Major Key had to come over from the other side. Wow. No, it was actually Joshua Banner who got him down.
The Roughnecks show absolutely no sense of urgency, putting everybody to sleep, including the Legion secondary.
And us here up in the booth. And Mason Kirby in the shotgun. As the mandated side, he'll throw again. This time he goes to Zorn, and this time the Chinese fire drill hurry up begins.
Zorn gets it down to the 5, 2nd and goal.
And back to throw is Kirby, goes again to the same place. Zorn goes down to the 2 this time, and they have to call another timeout. They have 1 remaining.
My goodness. We seem to have lost the ticker on the bottom of the screen, so I'm not sure how much time is left. But it's 3rd and goal.
Mike Davis is the running back. He's an option here in either both the pass game or run game if they decide to go. Kirby, quick drop. Will go out to Davis, but Davis, he went out of bounds. He went out of bounds, and Frank Champion
seemed to run the great circle route rather than having a nose for the end zone there. Totally unexpected from a player like Davis.
Manuel on to kick another 3 points.
All right.
This will be huge for Dallas because, remember, Vancouver gets the ball back. To start the 3rd quarter. Now the clock was turned. It's showing 19 seconds left. And the field goal from Manuel is good from 19.
Wow. Well, that's a terrific turnaround for your Dallas Roughnecks. Crowd loves it. Looks like they're going to head into the halftime with a lead.
Don't forget to download the SFL Score Stream app. Download the app today on your iOS or Android device. And never miss another score action here in the SFL. As the return by Ajalani gets it up to the 32 with 13 seconds left.
Wow.
Be interesting to see
Well, let's not lose track, Colin. The Roughnecks have had a rough season, pardon the pun. But what just happened? They got a pick. They went down the field. They put some points on the board. That's real football in my book.
And Sanchez will get the carry here as they just try to run out the rest of this clock. And, we get another one of these hurry-up drills again. And now they call a timeout with 3 seconds left. Why didn't they call a timeout as soon as he went down to the ground?
I don't know. Well, they want to run one more play. Let's see if it's a attempt to score or if they're just going to take a knee.
Don't forget, Dallas overhauled their defense, swapping out some defensive linemen for their linebackers.
Like Pepper and who's the coach on the sideline for the Legion?
Looks like Hamilton got into a bit of a shouting match over there.
Yeah, a little bit of, say, a lively discussion. Of course, they can't get in a fight because they're from Canada.
And Sanchez gets the carry, and he'll pick up a yard. They call a timeout with 1 second left.
Not sure what's going through Hamilton's mind right there.
A little more calmer discussion, at least from Pepper's body language. Interesting to see what they call here. They have split backs with 3 wide receivers on 3rd down. Tom Pepper is going to throw, and he's going to be sacked by the nose tackle. Oh, it's just been one of those days for Vancouver as they're trailing 13-7 as we've reached halftime here in Dallas.
The Simulation Football League is presented by APM Music and is the official theme music provider of the SFL. Listen to their Champions Will Rise soundtrack at apmmusic.com today and search through thousands of tracks to boost the quality of your stream just like us. APM Music, production music library and custom music house.
Mason Kirby up to 174 passing yards. Keep in mind he had a 184 last week. Both returners relatively. Well, the running backs have a touchdown so far. Both have been held in check relatively. And we start the third quarter as Vancouver will receive the ball. Down by 6. As Mahmoud Ajlani returns this kickoff up to the 30, so the Legion are stuck with only 60 rushing yards and 93 passing yards in the first half. Had the ball for only 9 minutes. A couple of turnovers really shot themselves in the foot and led to Roughneck points. Don't forget to download the SFL's official partner Score Stream app on your iOS and Android devices as Jonathan Sanchez takes it up the middle for 1 yard. He's now up to 67.
As you were saying, Colin, to the surprise of everybody, I think on both sides, Roughnecks pick up points off a turnover. Two things that haven't happened together much for Dallas. And this is a terrifically entertaining game so far.
From two teams that are lower down in our rankings, it's been an entertaining game. As you said, Pepper back to throw. Goes to the sideline, knocked away by Crash Combs. Pass intended for Jeremy Vega. Combs already has an interception. Almost had another one there. He reached out a second end instead of just one to swat it away.
He might be, as in-game ratings, might be the leader in the clubhouse for defensive MVP for Dallas at this point.
Pepper in the shotgun. Oh, back to throw. Goes over the middle, pass is caught. That is Brett Killian for the first down to the Dallas 46.
Good catch and good job to hang on. As it's just like a Lincoln log pile there in the tackle.
The snap was low from Swanson, but Pepper able to corral it and fire it down the field. So there were about 3 Roughnecks in the neighborhood. 2 eventually made the tackle. Andy Hamilton imploring his quarterback to, read the coverage. Back to throws. Pepper. Sidearm. Oh! Almost intercepted.
Oh, my
That was
goodness.
Heath McDaniel the second. Nearly took that one the other way. He thought about running before catching it.
McDaniel says not so fast with that in-game MVP, defensive MVP. I'm here too. Excellent play.
Jeremy Vega's the offensive coordinator. He is in the top of your screen. Killian is in the slot with Vega. Sanchez gets the carry up the middle, and Jonathan will pick up 4 yards to the Dallas 42, setting up a 3rd down and 6. As the chat continues to give old Tom a hard time.
It's all right. That's why he's not on the offensive side of the ball. Oh, wait.
And Pepper throws over the middle. Sanchez can't turn upfield fast enough and will only pick up 2 to the Dallas 40. So the Roughnecks able to hold serve to open the 3rd quarter here.
Yes, the Roughnecks, LBs, and cornerbacks keep Sanchez in front of him and close the gap and bring him down short of the line of gain. So here's a punt from just about midfield.
As Kingston will kick this away. And this will be down inside the 5. A great job by the gunner as he gets it down to the 6 as well. They'll mark it.
Excellent special teams play there by the Legion. That's been a point of emphasis for them on those punt coverages. Nice job.
And Dallas will take over deep in their own territory to start this first drive of the second half. Here's to get to Mike Davis, and Davis gets blown up by Major Key.
Like he was pushed down around the shoulders there by Key. He's deceptively strong, especially that upper body.
Loss of 1 back to the 5, 2nd and 11 for Dallas. 1 receiver decided tight end Zorn flexed out. Davis up the middle will pick up couple of yards. He has only 31 yards on 13 carries. Both these running backs haven't been particularly effective today.
Now the Legion are smelling some success here as they've got Dallas 3rd and long, backed up in the shadow of their own goal, Colin.
And the give off to Davis on the counter, and Mike Davis pushing forward for the first down. Holy cow.
Whoa. A little bit of a mini heartbreaker there for the Legion as Davis just through
sheer force of his will.
You read my mind.
Dragged about 2 people, including the strong safety, past the first down marker.
Wow.
3 wide receivers for Dallas, 2 to the top of your screen, 1 to the bottom. Kirby, audibly. Throws to the sideline. This is going to be caught by Shea Carroll for 4 yards. Out of bounds at the 21. 2nd and 6. Mike Davis returning to the SFL after taking a season off. Marshawn Lynch kind of move. So far as proving that he hasn't lost his step. As he gets the carry here, breaks a tackle, but is racked up behind the line of scrimmage. He lost a yard. He's now down to 31. Jonathan Sanchez up to 71. Both men have a touchdown. The average now down to 2.6 for Davis.
It's looking promising early, but he's had a rough go of it lately.
As Kirby back to throw, sets, fires deep, wide open, and it's caught for the first down.
Oh, my.
And that's Alamo again. The Sneakers Alamo. Pulled that one down from the sky as he climbs the imaginary ladder.
Just when you forgot about the Alamo, he says, wait, remember the Alamo.
Welcome in, Frank the Champion. Glad you could join us. Along with Jeremy V4, Van O.C., and many others. As Davis gets the carry, will run right into Mahmoud Arjelani, but not before picking up 3 yards. Maurice Spurgeon, Gooner Bear, Iverson Gamble, Ray West, 11, as Mason Kirby is up to 200 yards. He gives off to Davis again, and Davis is racked back at his own 43 for a loss of some. Rick, do you have a basketball update for us?
Well, just taking a quick look in at the Orange versus the Spartans with 25 seconds to go. Syracuse has a 52-49 lead on the Spartans.
As
Keep you posted.
The out pass is caught by Hands on 3rd down, but it's well short of markers again.
Oh, my gosh.
It's the same song and dance we've been seeing for these past 10 weeks.
I'm going to have to go offline for a second and freeze my brain because it's leaking out my ears.
And Brandon move on for another punt. This time he gets it away to Mahmoud, and Arjelani gets only to the 17. So the Legion's still down by 6 with 4:32 left in this quarter. And other than in fits and starts, their offense hasn't shown much so far today.
Yeah, hats off to the Roughnecks. Really giving them fits.
Here's the get to Sanchez, sweeping the right side, and this time he'll pick up 2 yards.
Right. Now, Dallas lost last week to San Antonio 37-17, but it was only 20-17 at the end of the fourth. So the Roughneck fans are feeling like they may have seen this movie before. They need 4 quarters out of their Roughnecks.
As Pepper goes deep. Oh, that was almost intercepted by number 55, Heath McDaniel II. Looking for Brett Killian with Pepper. Let's get another look at it as the pass was away. It looked like Killian just couldn't get his mitts on this one. Before Loshaw knocked him down. 3rd down and 8 from their own 19. There's a look at Troy Loshaw. And Pepper will throw deep down the field. Oh, it's almost broken up. Almost caught. Iverson Gamble was out there with Jeremy Vega. Vega had to turn around late to kind of catch that one.
Yes, he did.
And the Legion will be forced to kick. Dallas showing pressure to come with it, but this time they can't get a block as Loshaw returns it up to the 46.
Helped by a clean snap there by Swanson. Back to being old reliable on those long snaps. But Roughnecks are at their own 46. Really great field position.
Opportunity to pad this lead a little bit further. 2 receivers to the bottom of your picture. Mike Davis is the running back in the backfield behind Kirby. Pounds in front of him. Here's the go off to Davis, and he runs right into the blitz for a loss of 2.
Yeah, well played by the Legion there. There's a little ISO on Champion.
Just runs right around the fullback, untouched. The defensive tackle didn't pick him up there. Not the best execution by Dallas there. 2nd and 12 from their own 44. Here's the good to Davis, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by number 95, O.J. Dotson. Third down and 12. There's a look at James Hands. A couple of spectacular catches for him today. They tried out 3 wide receivers. Carroll is in the slot.
Well, who's got that going on here?
And the throw is over the middle, complete to Mike Osai. But it'll be 2 yards short of the sticks. They had Osai on the skinny post.
Yes, they did.
But great tackle in space by Vancouver, and yet another punt. This one from Dallas. And the punt will go all the way. Oh, no, I thought it was going to stop at the 1, but it went into the end zone instead.
They seem to stand there and watch it roll into the end zone. Not sure. Maybe when it's that close, you can't dive on it. You're going to force it into the end zone anyway. All right, well, Legion get another chance here as we're winding down at the end of the 3rd quarter, Colin.
Rather slow moving game. This has been, but it's been a refresher. As Pepper back to throw is sacked again. This is Richie Phillips, his 2nd sack.
Wow.
Out of that defensive end position.
How many sacks does Dallas have today? I may have lost track. Is it that many?
At least 2 from Phillips. I believe 1 from Mr. Bacon. As Pepper quick drop this time. Barely has time to get rid of it before he's hit again, this time by Sharp, number 96. We have a third down and 16.
Quick update from Detroit. With 6 seconds left, Syracuse is at the line, leading 53-51. I think they have one more free throw.
Third down and 16. Pepper back to throw. Throws on the run. It's intercepted. This time it's Troy LaShaw, and LaShaw returns it up the middle to the Legion 25.
He says, hey, Combs and everybody else, hold my beer. I got your pick.
I think Pepper just got a little happy feet. You know, he's been harassed many times today, even when he's not been sacked. And Dallas, with 1:37 to go in this quarter, have the ball on the Legion 25-yard line with an opportunity to extend the lead. Mike Davis on the carry, and Mike Davis up the middle will surge ahead for 4 yards as he gets down to the 21. I don't know if they'll let Sergeant Pepper on the team plane to go back to Canada.
We'll see. We'll see. He's having a bit of a rough day. I think Dallas is showing him some new looks, and it's been confusing.
As Davis again on the carry. This time he gets stopped at the line of scrimmage for no gain by number 92, Red Ross.
And suddenly Pepper's got some worries about his O-line as they look great, but they can't hold the rush for more than just a couple counts.
There's a look at Davis, who's split out wide. Kirby, deep drop, goes into the end zone.
Oh.
It's incomplete.
Oh.
He was looking for Carroll, number 88. And Manuel on to kick another field goal as we approach the end of the third quarter here in Dallas. It'll be about a... How long will this one be?
That's going to be a 20, 37-yard.
He's made a couple of short ones, and this one from a longer away. He gets it from 37. And with 29 seconds left to go in the third quarter, Dallas extends their lead over Vancouver 16-7.
Well, this just in from Detroit. The Orangemen, number 11 seed, have taken down number 3 Michigan State. So for your Michigan-based broadcast crew, that's very interesting. Of course, the game of the tournament so far, that finish anyway, is that magical Michigan finish last night. And here we go.
And the kick is away to Ajalani, returning up the middle. Spins and will get to the 29. And the Legion. Tom Pepper's thrown 3 interceptions, which is more than the Roughnecks have this entire season.
Wow. Wow, well, hang on to your hats, everybody, as we're winding down the third quarter. The Legion with the ball.
Here's a get to Sanchez up the middle. He explodes, breaks a tackle, and almost broke another one as he gets to the 44. Heath McDaniel Jr. brought him down, his second tackle.
Excellent run there by Sanchez. And that's maybe a spark. That is a spark. Maybe it's the one the Legion have been looking for. Get their offense back on track. Really not doing much since the first quarter.
And we reached the end of the third quarter. Dallas is in front 16-7. Can Vancouver make another fourth quarter rally?
Don't miss the SFL podcast every Saturday night at 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern on Twitch before the league's weekend slate gets kicked off.
Back on the field here in Dallas. Tom Pepper, the throw. Down the middle of the field. Oh, it was caught by Brett Killian for a moment, but it was dropped.
Yeah, Pepper feeling his oats there, and he's got some open men. If I'm Dallas, I'm going to be concerned, Colin.
Killian almost making the diving hit. Only Troy Alosha saving what could have been a great catch on first down. Second and 10, Sanchez the back wall in front of him. Pepper changes the play. Throw goes out to the fullback for a pickup of 5. Pepper at 122. Mason Kirby at 214. Neither quarterback's thrown a touchdown.
That's interesting, isn't it?
One receiver to either side. Third down and 5. Pepper medium drop. Throws down the field. It's intercepted.
Oh!
That's the fourth one for the Dallas defense. Second one for Loshaw. Swiped it away from Brett Killian.
Wow. Go crazy, Roughneck fans.
And Brett's like, what's going on?
A little miscommunication maybe there, huh? A little disharmony on the sideline suddenly.
Here's a give up the middle to Davis, and Davis will pick up 3 yards here on first down. He gets to 31.
And with a 2-score lead, Roughnecks don't mind short yardage pickup on a running play that keeps the clock moving.
Now they empty out the backfield this time. 3 receivers to the top. Carroll to the bottom. Kirby takes the snap. Lets this go. Throws over the middle. Dropped and almost in the hands of Marquise Reed for another pick.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he would have had a chance to get that before it hit the ground, but he was right there.
Third down, 7 o'clock stopped with just over 10 minutes to go. Here's the throw in the middle. It's going to be intercepted by Mahmoud Ashalani.
There's your pick. Holy smoke. Holy smoke.
That's the second interception for Mahmoud. And Kirby, he just wasn't smart. He was looking for Zorn. He wasn't looking for any of the contract people. And Vancouver sets up on the Dallas 43. They're down a few scores. Here's to get to Jonathan Sanchez. He explodes through the middle for a pickup of 7.
First time they've run that play. And it's got a little deception right there at the line and for a good gain.
Under center is Pepper. Back to throw, going deep. Oh, the pass is knocked away. It was intended for Tristan Carr. He'd McDaniel the second. Knocked that away. Along with the safety man, Number 36, Loshaw. 3rd down and 3 from 36. Carr has yet to catch a pass today. Pepper, quick drop, goes over the middle of Farrell, and that's good enough for a first down to the Dallas 26.
Throws it right over the linebackers, who are all playing up pretty tight to the line there. Good recognition by Pepper for a quick completion. And at the, I don't know if you noticed the last second, Roughneck linebacker stepped off the line back into the backfield.
As Pepper, deeper drop this time, has to avoid the rush. Now he is going to get sacked again.
I'll mark that as, since it's still a little behind the line of scrimmage, they'll mark that as a small loss and a sack. Colin, you're correct.
Billy Joe Bacon again.
Bacon. Bacon.
Here's 3 wide receivers out for Vancouver. Quick drop from Pepper. Will swing this out to Sanchez, and Jonathan will move it forward to the 24.
Sort of meh yardage, 3rd and 8. Well, a little John going on there. All right.
But refs, a lot of this kind of thing happen, which is kind of nice. You don't see refs trying to break it up.
Yep. West has something to say.
Shotgun formation for Pepper. High snap, gets it down, throws to the sideline. Trevor Farrell tried to turn the corner, and they'll mark him just short.
Ouch.
Out of bounds at the 16. What do you do here if you're Vancouver?
Well, I think you probably go for it. Or do you take your... It's a 2-score game. I don't know how good Kickham's is from this distance.
And it looks like for the moment the offense is going to stay out on the field.
There we go.
And everybody's going crazy. Are they going to go for it?
Or are we in the process of...
No, they're going to call the timeout.
They're going to burn the timeout. Kick the ball. Keep the timeout in your pocket.
They call a timeout with 7:30 left. That might be a bigger...
Could be.
Have more consequences than we realize.
Could be. Hamilton's a good coach, right? And that's the playbook in football. See if you can draw them off sides. My alternative playbook, which is available on Amazon for $29.95, says screw that. Kick your field goal or go for it, whichever one you're ultimately going to do.
And the field goal is away and good from 32. So with 7:27 to go in this game, the Legion draw to within 6 of Dallas, 16-10. Now a word from the SFL.
Don't miss the SFL podcast every Saturday night at 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern on Twitch before the league's weekend slate gets kicked off. Join me, Mighty RX, defending champion team owner Ramos Lynn, and our host, Jack Brown, to break down all the headlines in the SFL. Jack, yeah, I know we gotta move on. Calm down. See you there, everybody.
Back on the field, Dallas returns it up to their own 29. They'll have the ball with 7:23 left, and the first play is a Mike Davis carry up the middle, and that's his best run of the day. He picks up 10 yards on first down to the 39.
There's your Mike Davis. There you go.
They start chewing on that clock. Great block by the fullback on Marquise Reed.
All right, definition of a good team leading the ball in the fourth quarter. You got to do yourself a solid and win the game.
Shotgun for Kirby. He'll throw. Got to be careful. Throws to the sideline. To James Hands, who steps out of bounds with 6:47.
But it's a
first down for Dallas.
There we go. Clearly, game theory would say the objective now is to simply move the sticks and burn clock. Get yourself in a position to put some more points on the board.
And that out route was deep enough to where they didn't have to worry about it being short of the sticks.
Can I get an amen?
Mike Davis is a single back. They have 4 wide receivers, 2 to either side. Kirby gives off on the trap to Davis, and Davis will pick up 1 yard. But that gets the clock moving. Frank Champion on the tackle. Dallas this time sets up with 3 wide receivers. They bring in Zorn, the tight end. Kirby flares it out to Davis, and what is going on?
Okay, let's see. No yardage and stop the clock. Okay, did they not read my book?
A double whammy against the O here.
I don't know why I put the time and effort in, really. I was going to read the thing. 3rd
down and 9. Davis is a single back. They're probably going to throw again, but this time they better be smart. Instead, they go get the first down as they running out that short of sticks, but Shea Carroll manages to stay in bounds and with a beautiful spin move gets the first down.
I know we're officially impartial, but hey, it's America. We root for the underdogs. And it's either that or hold my breath. Can't stand it here.
Mike Davis is the deep back in the I formation. We'll get the call on the power play. And Davis this time will pick up 7 yards.
8 yards.
Yeah, I can't do math today for some reason.
It's okay.
That was 8 yards.
I got your back. Second and 2 again. I'll say strategy is just to move the sticks and burn clock. Please don't throw deep.
And they'll try to move the sticks with Davis. They're close, but they'll say he's inches short. The defensive tackle, Stanley Hudson, brought him down.
Hudson makes a great play there. Shan Farner, America. Oh, even Denver's nervous.
And this time, Dallas empties the backfield. And this time, they'll go to the sidelines. Only a first down to Shea Carroll out of bounds at the Legion 20. So Shea, after being shut out last week, comes up with a few big catches here in the 4th quarter.
For those of you who don't know Colin, haven't heard of Colin call before, is a service dog, and his service dog's name is Denver. Denver joins us here in the booth because he's a good boy.
Rank McQueen is the running back. He gets the ball and will lose a couple of yards. McQueen, he's been here in Dallas for a while. Has to take a backup role with Davis coming back out of retirement to play. He lost 2, but the clock continues to move down.
Yeah, don't let it be overlooked that he's a team player in that way, right? Whatever's best for the team, just wants to contribute.
Davis is back in as they're looking at a 2nd and 12. Clock is winding under 4 minutes to go. Davis up the middle this time will gain to the 19. He's averaging 2.6, not where you want to be, but he has been effective.
Yeah, he's gotten a couple of those first down runs, which is important, right? Sometimes the value isn't always going to show up in the stat line, but notice Dallas is solidly in field goal range now.
Dallas empties out everybody, 5 wide in the shotgun. This is the biggest play of the game for either team. Throw to the sideline. It's complete to Shea Carroll, 4 yards or the first down.
Stopping the clock. All right. I'll let it go. Well, it's 4th and 4. They got a chance to claw back the field goal they gave up to the Legion on the Legion's last possession.
This will be about a 30-yard field goal for Manuel, as they'll mark it at about the 20. That'll hold the Sebas energy. And the kick is away, and it's good from 30.
There you go. Looked a little janky there, but it gets through. Well, Dallas moves themselves down the field. Colin grabs the momentum.
Right back from the Legion, who that's the last thing they would have wanted.
The Legion have the weapons, as we've talked about.
Dallas will kick off here with 3:17. Vancouver needs to move down the field and in a hurry. As Mahmoud Ajalani returns it up the middle. Cuts to the outside, almost broke a tackle as he gets to the 35.
Very good return there. Takes some pressure off the Legion offense as they get fairly decent starting position for their offense. We've got 3:12 to go. You're watching the SFL on YouTube, brought to you by APM Music, the official soundtrack of the SFL.
Tom Pepper is under center, and he'll throw. Going deep over the middle of the field. Pass is caught by Brett Killian. 30, 20, 10. All the way down to the 11-yard line, and here comes the hurry up.
Did we not just talk about weapons?
As everybody has to hustle all the way down the field. Legion want to preserve. They only have 2 timeouts, remember, because it's not the clock. Ref falls down as Pepper lets this go again to Killian. He gets to the 4. And this time, the wild ride continues. They set up. Mr. Referee better get out of the way again. This time he does. Pepper under center. Quick drop. End zone. Touchdown. Jeremy Vega.
Oh, my. Woo. More exciting than getting your arm stuck in a vending machine. Woo. Oh, nice catch.
As he taps the toes on the white line.
Gets the double tap. Rule number 47.
And surviving the zombie apocalypse.
That's right.
Extra point will put the Legion to within 2. They probably need an onside kick here.
Absolutely.
As Kickham's boot is through, so with 2:30 to go, the Legion moved down the field in a hurry thanks to a big pass to Brett Killian, and Jeremy Vega gets the touchdown from the 4.
Absolutely. Well, they're teeing it up for the onside kick.
Here's the onside. It's recovered by Dallas at the Vancouver 39.
Squirts maybe a little too far forward and not enough toward the sideline there. Didn't see who the sure-handed roughneck was, but secures it and hangs on as he gets mauled during the tackle.
I formation for Dallas. First play will be a Mike Davis carry, and Mike Davis with some good blocking will be knocked down at the 31. They'll let the clock wind toward the 2-minute warning.
That's a gain of 8. We'll hit the 2-minute mark, Colin, and then it's going to be a parade of timeouts.
His defense trying to hold serve, but Dallas already inside field goal range. Score of any kind.
Well, I don't know. Can he hit a 49-yarder.
On the edge of field goal range. I should correct myself. As we've reached the 2-minute warning here in Dallas, Roughnecks holding on to a 2-point lead. Can Vancouver come up with one more stop? Let's find out. Mason Kirby, 248 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, rather. But he's been productive otherwise, made lots of big plays. 2nd and 2.
Are they going to throw?
They are.
Oh, no.
Over the middle, deep. Oh, it's caught.
Are you kidding?
It's caught all the way down to the goal line by Alamo. Sneakers Alamo got it. Got it all the way down to the goal line, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Oh, man. Was it the 1-foot line?
Brian Mike Davis territory here. First and goal from the foot line. Here's the good Mike Davis.
He's
squeezes in for a touchdown, his 2nd of the day. And that should just about do it.
Wow. Well, congratulations, Dallas. Not bearing the Legion yet, but, geez, they've been matching point for point with Vancouver here in the 4th quarter. Again, that's real football.
And with 1:53 left, this extra point should put him up at least
by 2 scores.
Yeah.
Crucial extra point here.
As Mason Kirby with a legendary throw on 2nd and 2, an empty backfield shot all the way to a non-contract.
So it's a 9-point difference with a $153 left, and Andy and his team have their work cut out for him. Everybody's scrambling to pull up their East Plano game film.
And the kick goes to Mahmoud. And he gets to the outside, broke a tackle, and gets to 34. So clock will stop with 1:48 left. They still have those 2 timeouts because of how quickly they moved down the field last night. Or no, they have 1 timeout.
The Vancouver Legion do?
Yes, Vancouver does.
That's right. So that East Plano obscure reference was brought to you by Richard's Printworks.
4 wide receivers for Tom Pepper. Takes the snap, goes deep down the middle of the field. Pass is caught by Brett Killian, and here we go with the hurry up. Still plenty of time.
You'd think Dallas would know. Peppers is comfortable with Killian in the tight spots. He's looking his way again. He turns the other way.
And he throws for Trevor Farrell out of bounds at the 29. Clock stops with 1:29 left.
Ooh,
the
doggies.
Legion will show no signs of quitting. Second and 10. 3 wideouts in the game. Jeremy Vega to the bottom of your picture.
Oh, look at the soft
Pepper
cushion there.
throws out to Sanchez, and he only
tackled
picked up,
inbounds with no gain.
no, they say he
2-yard
picked
gain.
up 2.
You're right.
Quick drop again to the sideline. This time to, that's number 10. Tavon Boyd. Non-contract out there. It sets it up a 3rd and 2.
Peppers looking for whoever's open now at this point.
3rd down and 2. A minute 11 left in the game.
Roughnecks showing pressure.
Pepper going to Sanchez. He didn't get out of bounds, but he got the first down. How costly was that? They had to hurry.
Going pro.
Quick drop. Sideline again, out of bounds, lost a yard, but
does stop the clock.
.51 seconds left. They got to score on this play.
Well, they'd like to. They don't have to.
They'd like to score on this play, I should say. 3 wide receivers. Pepper back to throw. Sideline to Killian. That's his 9th catch for under 36 yards.
That brings up 3rd and 6. 47 seconds to go.
Now it looks like Brick Wall might not be allowed on the flight home because of he dropped that first pass that led to that first interception. And then that out of bounds play is back on the field. We have Pepper in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers out in the pattern. Back to throw he goes. Sets, fires to the end zone, and it is nearly intercepted.
Broken up. It's incomplete.
Iverson Gamble nearly had it, and it looks like they'll kick a field goal with 43
That's right. You
seconds
need
left.
2 scores, so we'll do it all over again with a field goal attempt, and assuming it's successful, another onside kick.
This will be about a 22-yard field goal attempt.
It's going to be a 28.
Snap, spot, kick by Kickums is through.
All right.
So they go to within 6, and they have 40 seconds left. They're down by 6. They need a touchdown to win, so they have to recover the onside kick. No ifs, ands, or buts. Usually, according to veterans, these things are better on the second try.
Well, you already had one live practice. So here we go.
Onside kick is away. Fielded by Dallas. Tackled at the 39. And that should just about do it.
That's probably going to do it. Well, terribly exciting for the Roughneck organization and their fans, as they are treated to an extremely entertaining game here against a good Vancouver Legion squad.
Dallas came in here losing their last 2 ball games, but they'll snap that losing streak here, as they will probably have one more kneel down to kill the rest of this clock. Kirby kneels down again. And maybe they'll try one more.
They won't need to. As the game clock has fewer ticks than the play clock. Well, I know the Roughneck offense came to life, but I'm thinking the player of the game, there's going to be a couple on the defensive side of the ball for Dallas. Colin?
As Crash Combs, he had a few major interceptions. Troy LaShaw also had a couple.
Hey, even making bacon.
Had a sack, yeah.
Had a couple maybe, huh? He consistently put his offensive tackle into the backfield.
Total yardage is about even, but those 4 turnovers for Vancouver were probably the difference.
Yep, as the Roughnecks go +2 in the turnover margin.
First time they've been plus in the turnover margin this year.
Maybe. I don't have a stat sheet in front of me, but they were, -17?
Yeah.
On the season, so they'll go to -15. No, really, I'm laughing with you.
Manuel made 4 field goals. He was big today. There's one of Troy Loshaw's picks. And the playoff road for Vancouver just got all that harder because potentially...
I think they're out, right? They have 7 wins.
They'd have 6 wins, but they could still get there with 5. They would just need some major help from San Francisco and Atlanta.
We'll leave that up to the league office to discuss all the permutations of the playoff outcomes, potential outcomes. And, interesting, there's no fumbles. Count all of the turnovers.
Interesting indeed.
There's that one. That was, gosh, it was straight. Look at that one. That's the one. Did he kick it right over the helmet of the defender that broke through?
James Hands over 100 yards receiving. Cody Hill of Dallas with 8 tackles. Marquise Reed with 8 solos.
Thanks everybody for the kind words on the chat. We appreciate it. Appreciate you keeping the game lively in the chat room. Obviously you heard Colin laugh more than a few times.
Yeah, there were some hilarious moments. That block kick being one of them.
I'm talking about the chat.
Yeah, in the chat indeed. There were some funny razzings going on. James Hands over 114 yards receiving. Mike Davis adding 2 more touchdowns to his season total.
It's a pretty decent highlight package we got going here. So the guys in the truck finally woke up. Hit the crucial Mountain Dew and Pop-Tart mix.
Mike Davis, 29 carries, 78 yards, 2 touchdowns, also had 10 receiving yards, so 89 scrimmage yards for Davis today. He is your player of the game. So for those of us from Concord Arena in Dallas, I'm Colin Northrup, he's Rick Northrup. Good night.